everyone. This is Cindy from Stamped with Aloha, and I'm here today with my special guest, Missy Shipman of the Glad Heart Stampers, and we're coming to you from New York and Hawaii. I'm going to be teaching you how to create a punch art Missy and a punch art Cindy. That's a part of an upcoming class we're doing this weekend. So let's go ahead and get started with the project. All right, Missy, are you ready to see punch art Missy?
Yes, please.
Okay, here they are. Yay!
Great, they're so sweet. Happy friends.
Oh, yes. Happy friends, Missy and Cindy. And so let me get started and teach you how to put this together. So we're going to be using two different punches. We're going to use the penguin builder punch, and we're going to be using the ice cream builder punch. Okay. So for the body, we are going to do our little punch art Missy. So we're going to start with the petal pink cardstock. I'm going to take my punch and I'm going to punch out all three of the images on this punch. Okay. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to just punch out one little foot. All right. Can you see those pieces okay?
Yes.
All right. Next, we're going to be using our liquid adhesive. You could also use glue dots if you're more comfortable with that. And we're going to pick up one of the little feet and I'm going to place a little bit of glue right here by the toes. And then we're going to take this and we're going to glue that behind the top of the penguin's head. And we just want the little back of the foot to just stick out a little bit like that. Okay. And then we're going to do the same exact thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to put some glue right here on the edge of the feet, flip it around and glue that on the back. Okay. And like I said, you can use glue dots or you can use the liquid glue, whatever you're more comfortable with. Okay. I kind of like working with liquid glue, and I know you're a liquid glue girl too, right, Missy?
I am. It's my favorite. I call it green glue just because of the packaging, but it's such a great economical glue, and it's really, it holds so well, and it gives you a little bit of wiggle room if you need to adjust things.
Yeah, that's why I like it with the punch art, you know, that you can move things around a little bit. All right, next we're going to take this part of the penguin punch and we are going to cut this in half. And then this is what we're going to use to create the legs. So again, a little tiny bit of the green glue, as you call it, Missy. And then we're going to slide this underneath the punch and we are going to bring it up like that so that we create two little legs that are going to be in proportion with this cute little body. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to create an outfit. And so in the class that Missy and I are doing, which is called the Measure of Love class, we are featuring this designer series paper. What was the name again? It's
Pattern Party.
Pattern Party. Okay. And this is a host paper that you can get right now. And so I'm going to be using this colorful floral paper for Missy's outfit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my penguin builder punch again. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the strip of paper, and this is a 1-inch strip of paper, into the punch from the side, and I'm going to line it up so that the paper goes right underneath the neck of the penguin like that, and we're going to punch that out. Okay. All right. For the next step, we are going to take a pen, and this is optional. You can also just eyeball it, but I'm going to just make a little mark in the center of the top of that shirt, because what we want to do is we want to take the shirt and we want to create it into a dress. And so I'm going to bring my punch back again, and I'm going to use this corner of the punch just to create a little scoop. So by using that little marker that I made, I'm going to just bring this in. I can see the little marker, and then I'm going to just punch out a little scoop. And, you know, when you're doing that, if you didn't mark it and you're a little bit off or crooked, you can always go back and just shape it a little bit more just using the edge of that punch. Okay. Then we're going to take the paper snips and go underneath the penguin's wing, and we're just going to go straight up. And when we go straight up, we're creating a strap for the dress. So then I'm going to flip it around, and then I'm going to notice about how wide that strap is, and I'm going to try to get it to be about that same amount on the opposite side. Okay, so that's close. And then we're going to flip it around, and we can line it up and make sure that we like it, but that looks pretty good. How do you like that little dress, Missy?
That looks wonderful. Ready for the party.
Yeah. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and add some glue on the back. We are going to flip this around, and now you have a cute little dress on our little Missy here. All right. So now we're going to give Missy some hair, and we're going to give her a face, and she's really going to come to life. When it comes to creating hair for punch art, there's all kinds of punches that you can use, and it'll really change the personality. So for instance, I recently used the Penguin Builder punch to create some mermaid cards. So you can see on this one here, I used the heart punch. And then on this card here, I used the tulip builder punch. And then on this one here, I used the label me lovely punch. So 3 different, completely different hairstyles. But I think my favorite punch for hair is the ice cream builder punch. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create several different hairstyles from this punch. So we've got just a single punch like that. And then we are also going to take a little strip of the crushed curry cardstock. And then I'm going to bring out my penguin punch again. And I'm going to come across the top right here. And this is where we're going to create bangs. Okay. And we're going to just punch that out. All right. Now, when we do the bangs, I like to create a little bit of texture. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut a little notch out of the hair like that, just to add a little element. And then you could either use a dimensional or you could use your liquid adhesive. So I'm going to just glue this down flat here, but I am going to add some dimension in another way in a minute. So once we have the bangs on, then before I finish the hair, that's when I like to put the face on, kind of bring her to life here. So for the face, I am going to just dot a couple of little eyes with a black pen. And then I'm going to create a big smile. Yes, because Missy, you're the glad heart stamper. So you always are such a happy, happy person. So we want to give her a big smile. I'm going to add some rosy cheeks. Now this is the light poppy parade, but you could use flirty flamingo or any type of pink Stampin' Blend marker. So look how cute she is right there. Yeah. She's so happy and cute. And right now, this is what I mean about, I showed you all those different punches. You could punch a bunch of different pieces and give her a whole bunch of different hairstyles, you know, like even if she had her hair pulled up, you could even use that punch to just give her a little bun on the top of her head, right? But Missy always has such a cute little bob haircut. So what we're going to do is flip this over. All right, so I'm going to take my dimensionals and I'm going to strategically place them so that they're behind the head, but they're also anchoring the ears down. And then I'm going to put a 3rd dimensional down here just to anchor that piece there. And you don't really need it because the glue is so strong. The liquid glue is so strong, but I just like to do that just to reinforce it, especially if I'm moving fast and the green glue hasn't had a chance to dry yet. All right, so then let me peel these dimensionals off. And then you can make her hair as high or, you know, it's high or low as you want it to be, but I'm going to put this about in the center. So we'll have her hair to be about shoulder length. And there you go. You have our little happy Missy.
Missy friend. Hooray.
So this is fun. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. So Missy needs a friend. So we have Cindy here, and Cindy is a little bit darker complected. She has darker hair. And she's wearing her blue polka dots, you know. And so I want to show you how with the ice cream builder punch, you can do different hair. So Cindy's hair obviously is different than Missy's. Cindy has curly hair. So first of all, if I were to take my curly hair and just pull it up, I probably would do something like this. And I would kind of have it up and you would see kind of some curls at the top if I put it up in a rubber band. And so you could do a cute little hairstyle like that. You could add some little bows at the top of their hair because Cindy likes putting bows in her hair. She's always like that. But Cindy hasn't had a haircut in a really long time. So she needs to have more hair. So she needs 2 ice cream punches. But let me just show you a couple of different hairstyles. Now, in the class that we're doing, the way that I designed her hair was I took the 2 punches and I glued them together like this. So that's how I'll do it in just a minute. And then when you put her on there like that, you'll see that she has about shoulder length hair as well, but she's got some height and she's got some curls coming down the sides. So it's because Cindy likes to pull her hair back a lot. And so that's kind of to give that look of curly hair that's kind of pulled off the face. But if you want to have hair more like she has today, you could take these 2 punches and you can put them together at the top like that. And then you kind of have some loose cascading curls like that. And they could be short like that, or you could pull them down and you can make them longer. So I don't know. I hope that you can see, I know I'm not gluing stuff together, but I hope that gives you an idea of some of the really quick and simple ways you can use ice cream builder punch to give a little punch art character curly hair. All right, so let's do this one. So we're going to take, again, we're going to put a little bit of the liquid glue here. We're going to piece these two together. And you have a little bit of time with that before it dries. So I'm going to make sure that that's good. If not, I would adjust it a little bit before the glue dries. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my dimensionals. I'm going to strategically place them back here like so. And then I'm going to peel these off and stick this down. All right, so these girls are almost finished. We just have one finishing touch for both of them, and that is the Pierce Bloom dies, because these little girls need to have flowers in their hair. And so what we've used for our class is 2 different flowers like this. Now, both of these come from the Pierce Bloom dies. This first one that I'm going to put on Missy is with Poppy Parade cardstock. And this one is a die that when you run it through the Pierce Bloom dies, you actually cut 3 of these flowers at the same time. And then for Cindy, she's going to use this little stitch flower. Again, this is also from the Pierced Blooms, and we're going to stick that on there like that. And then we're going to embellish these with some jewel rhinestones. So I'm going to get out.
I'll be ready for the party. That's right.
Yes. They can't go to the party without the flowers in their hair, right?
No.
And those are our completed little punch art pals. So Missy, I just wanted to let everybody know a little bit about our class. Do you want to share a little bit about what we're doing this weekend?
Sure. So Measure of Love, our online class through Zoom will be held on Saturday, 10 a.m. Hawaii time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in upstate New York. And we're just excited to be sharing live some energy and friendship time together. But we'll also have recorded videos and PDF tutorials. So for people that aren't able to be with us live, all of that information is included in their kit. And we love the energy of live, so we're looking forward to that. But we know everybody's busy, and we're just delighted that people are taking a part in the class, however it's convenient for them.
Yeah, and the thing about this kit, it's called Measure of Love, and so we've designed it to go with the Measure of Love stamp set, and we put a lot of love in this kit. And this is the first time Missy and I have collaborated together like this, but we've discovered that we both have a passion for creating events or experiences where people are surprised and delighted by the things that they're not expecting. And so we put a lot of love into packaging this, and we have been overwhelmed by the response that we've gotten from those who have received this kit and have already sent us messages, have called us. I don't know, have you gotten a great response too, Missy?
Yes, it's been wonderful, Cindy. Yes.
So in fact, if any of you watching this right now have received this kit, we would ask that you please spread the love and share a little bit underneath this video, and just share what element of the kit that you really were surprised by, or something in the kit that you really loved. We would love to hear that. And so because we got such a great response to this kit, we've decided to prep a few more. And so next week you can check out all the details on how you can purchase one of these kits from us. And like Missy said, the live class will be over, but you'll still be able to attend by watching video tutorials, and you'll have a PDF tutorial. And then all of the supplies, including the little punch art pieces that we shared with you today, will be prepped and ready for you to put together some really fun projects. So we will look forward to having you take this class. And if it's something you're interested in, be sure to check out stampedwithaloha.com under the Measure of Love. Or Missy, where can they find you?
Yep, on Facebook at Missy's Glad Heart Studio.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. This is our very first live. And so if you're here with us live, we want to say a special thanks. And if you're watching the replay, we so appreciate you taking the time to watch this video today. And we hope that we get to be creative with you again soon, whether it's through video or whether you attend one of our live events. We're so grateful that you could be with us today. Aloha.
Aloha. Mahalo, Cindy.